The main event of WrestleMania is arguably the biggest match in professional wrestling that any superstar could dream of being a part of. It shows that the most famous wrestling promotion in the world sees someone as a star who can represent their company in the main attraction match at their marquee yearly event. Some of these matches have been all-time classics, while others haven't quite lived up to expectations. I am the Wrestling Guy and welcome to another list video here on the channel. Join us as today, the Wrestling Guy YouTube channel has joined the road to WrestleMania. In today's video we rank the top 5 WrestleMania main events of all time. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for weekly wrestling content. Number 5. Kurt Angle vs Brock Lesnar, WrestleMania 19. The WrestleMania match between Angle and Lesnar was put in serious jeopardy after Angle had been dealing with serious neck issues, and the match was close to being called off. Brock Lesnar would win the 2003 Royal Rumble match to earn the right to face the world champion in the main event of WrestleMania. The champion at the time was none other than Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle. With Angle's potentially career-threatening injuries heading into this match, it was unknown if Angle was even going to be able to compete, with many other names being rumoured to face Lesnar as a replacement. Nevertheless, Kurt defied the odds and would head into this match to defend his title against the Beast. Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar had a very physical main event which involved lots of suplexes, mat wrestling and finisher exchanges. Whilst Lesnar's in-ring work has been criticised in recent times, this was a good showcase of how well-rounded of a performer he is. The finishing sequence is what this match is most remembered for, with Lesnar botching a shooting star press and landing on his own head and neck, but that has only elevated the legacy of this match. The fact that Lesnar was able to carry on and finish the match with the potentially severe concussion was still able to deliver multiple F5s to Angle. This is probably the greatest pure wrestling match in WWE history. Brock Lesnar, a two-time NCAA champion, versus Kurt Angle, an Olympic gold medalist. For the hardcore wrestling fans, this is probably the greatest match in WrestleMania history. Number 4. Bianca Belair vs Sasha Banks, WrestleMania 37 Night 1. The atmosphere around this match was stunning. The occasion of main eventing the first WrestleMania show that had fans back in attendance following the COVID pandemic was special, especially with it being 2 black women for the first time ever. Even before the bell, both Belair and Banks shared a special moment as they each tried to stifle tears. Following that, the pair had a fluid and smooth contest, which had several big spots such as Belair carrying Banks into the ring with ease as the audience went crazy. Her victory capped off the show in a wonderful way. Long-time WWE fans will notice that women's wrestling has come a long way in the company. Female performers have steadily been given more prominent roles in the industry. Subsequently, many of them have gone on to shine. At WrestleMania 35, women main evented the WrestleMania for the first time ever. However, it was at WrestleMania 37 where Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair stole the entire show. At the Royal Rumble earlier in the year, Bianca Belair earned the right to face one of the champions at WrestleMania. Ultimately, she chose to face the SmackDown Women's Champion Sasha Banks. The pair delivered a memorable performance filled with plenty of near falls and last-minute encounters. It's a matchup that many fans will likely remember for a long time. Number 3. Brock Lesnar vs Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 31. By the time the Royal Rumble in 2015 came around, the fans wanted to make themselves heard, and their main target was Roman Reigns, the perceived chosen one of WWE management. The 2015 Royal Rumble is a prime example of a crowd hijacking a show. After Daniel Bryan was eliminated shockingly early from the Rumble, the Philadelphia fans sensed where this match was going. As the Royal Rumble match neared its conclusion, matters were not helped by the authorities' Kane and Big Show slowly picking off any crowd favourites that were left. Roman Reigns then eliminated both men from the match, causing Kane and Show to return to the ring and attack Reigns. Although the rematches in the years since haven't been perfect, this match between Lesnar and Reigns was a spectacle and felt like the authentic and violent battle that it was. To elevate this match further, Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank contract in a sensational moment, winning the WWE Championship and standing tall to end one of the most shocking main events of all time. This moment will forever be known as the heist of the century, and is arguably one of the greatest Money in the Bank cash-ins of all time. Number 2. Edge vs Undertaker, WrestleMania 24. The Undertaker headlined a WrestleMania event for only the second time in his career in 2008. The main event of WrestleMania 24 saw Edge headline the event for the first time in his Hall of Fame career. Rated Superstar entered WrestleMania as World Heavyweight Champion, and with La Familia watching his back, his group of Kurt Hawkins, Zack Ryder, Chavo and Vicky Guerrero had ensured Edge was the main man on SmackDown for several months. The match itself had a lot to overcome. The Orlando crowd had just witnessed the Big Show's exhibition with boxing great Floyd Mayweather, and more importantly, earlier in the night they had seen the Nature Boy's career come to an end at the hands of Shawn Michaels. Thankfully, spectacles at WrestleMania are very much the Undertaker's thing. This thread played through the entire match as Edge had accounted for everything, to the point where Undertaker had to pull out the Hell's Gate to defeat him. Going into this match, Undertaker had never lost at WrestleMania, but Edge had never lost to The Undertaker, with the story being that Edge might finally have Taker's number. The pair displayed wonderful chemistry in a match which could probably have gone on for even longer, although it could be argued that the length was enough for this match to tell its story at the correct pace. Number 1. The Undertaker vs Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 26. WrestleMania 25 is one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. Shawn Michaels met The Undertaker one-on-one at the Show of Shows for the first time. An all-time classic ensued as the two icons of WWE stole the show. This is hardly surprising, considering those two men will go down in history as the two greatest WrestleMania competitors of all time. This made for a more intense and urgent pace to the match, as opposed to the previous year, which was more technical and smooth. They each threw everything they had at each other until Michaels couldn't go on much further, slapping his opponent in an act of defiance before receiving one of the most impactful tombstone piledrivers of all time. When discussing the greatest WWE performers of all time, it's hard not to mention Shawn Michaels and The Undertaker. Both individuals have enormous achievements under their belts, no pun intended. While this match may not have been as good as their WrestleMania 25 encounter, it was still one of the greatest matches of all time. You could feel the emotion between HBK and Taker as well between them and the crowd, who truly didn't know if this really would be Michaels' last match. HBK kicked out of multiple tombstones and made everyone believe that the streak could actually end, but alas, he fell to the dead man just like everyone else. The stakes couldn't have been much higher in the main event of WrestleMania 26, and this match was deemed the streak versus the career. The match is a classic between two of the industry's most beloved performers. There is no doubt that main eventing the grandest stage of them all is the pinnacle of any WWE superstar's career. These and many other Mania moments will forever go down in wrestling history as the best, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for us this year. As always guys, this list is my own personal opinion, and there are plenty of other options that could have been included. If you guys enjoyed this list and would like to see more videos like this here on the channel, make sure you're subscribing and turning on the notification bell. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.